You have reached your destination.
Yep. Okay, so today is Saturday, the 2nd, I think, of April. I actually thought that I'd be done and finished and putting this up on auction by today, but no. No. What you're looking at is rattle can epoxy primer over a little bit of bondo here and there for shaping. You can see that I have done a terrible job at applying it. It's a little cold outside, so I don't have a good temperature to really do this well. I've got a couple a couple more coats of. I have a couple more steps before I do any kind of final paint job, and that is look for any last oopses, oh by the ways, and I gotta get done's. I can see one probably in here. It's not very even, so I'll need to put a little bit of a bridge right in there. As well as block sanding and making this thing as smooth and non-rimply as possible. Okay, so I'll let this dry. I've got other work I've got to get done to this thing, so to include the front air dam. So I'll let this paint dry for a couple hours. God dang, it's dripped everywhere. Jesus. Oh. Not my finest moment. This is why... No, never mind. Rattle cans, what are you going to say? So, yeah. Everything's looking good. I shaped that a little bit. The front of it looks really good, especially compared to how it used to be. This one looks really good. You notice I haven't re-drilled the holes. I'll do that prior to the final paint job so that any exposed metal gets, coated. This looks pretty good. Yeah. So, again, I've got some more shaping and final block sanding and so forth on this to get done, but yeah, I'm not too displeased. Not too displeased. So, I have a laundry list of things I want to do to this. I have purchased some plywood. I'm going to soak this. Once I cut it into the shape I need it to be, I'm going to soak it in water sealant and make it look awfully gosh darn nice. Yep. And watertight. Yeah, so some more work. I'll keep progressing. And today's another milestone day. I'm about to put the front air dam on. And as you can see, I have marked off where I've got mounting holes on the frame. So what I'm going to do is drill, then elongate a little bit with my Dremel, so I've got room to, adjust and so forth. Yeah, exciting days, exciting times. That's how it is to live with me. Exciting. Okay, today has been awfully long. I am covered with fiberglass bits and dust and junk and all kinds of stuff, so I'm going to go soak in the bathtub for a while. I have installed the front air dam, and I'll have some work to shape that metal. That's going to be easy. Same thing on the other side. I did a cursory try on the on that piece. It's going to be easy to move and shape and bend. Okay, and I have filled in the gap with fiberglass. That is going to be waterproof as all get out. There is a seam in there that you can't see too well. And it looks awfully ugly, I know, but it's fiberglass. So I'll let this cure overnight, and then I will sand it, make a mess of my garage again, and continue to shape and mold and everything else. So I had drilled a series of holes through the air dam here, the front, and I fastened it to the trailer with bolts and nylock nuts. So nylock nuts, damn, this stuff is in my eyelashes too. Nylock nuts are just as good as thread locker, you know. So I'm not too displeased with, you know, they're going to be there forever. So I'm not worried about this thing coming off or splitting or whatnot. And as you can see, I did paint this thing with more epoxy primer. It's not painted, but and lots of places that'll need some work. Maybe the seam through here will. There's a low spot there, but you know, it's pretty much what I wanted it to do. So like I said, I'm going to let this cure overnight, get to it in the morning, and there we go. And this is where we're done. Not done. So I've smoothed out all of the sub layer, which was fiberglass, and I put a layer of bondo over that, and once this stuff cures enough, I will smooth it out. So this looks ugly, but again, it's not a lot of it. You can see how thin of a layer it is. It's mostly fiberglass behind there. So again, the structural stability and rigidity of this thing is pretty stout, and will be. Yeah. So I'll give this a couple hours to cure. I might as well clean my house while I work, while I let this cure, and then I will smooth it out and see where we're at. Okay, well, I'm done. I've painted it. I've got some, paint drips, but I'm going to be resanding all this down, shaping it well before I ever paint it. But the shape I want is there. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So I obviously have work to shape in the sides there. That won't be too awfully tough, I don't think. And on the same side, or on the other side as well. Yeah, I'm not too displeased. I mean, I've got a couple of small budges and little voids to fill in, but that's not tough. And a lot of those will get filled when I do the final sanding. And of course, over the front will go the grill. So, yeah. Yep. So there's the whole thing, which looking at in the center of the screen is actually, what do you call it? Reflection. Yeah. Yep. Not bad. I'm not too displeased. And I think I'll post this and put it together. Well, put it together and post it. Okay, so here's something else I'm doing today. I've got the hinges for the the hood that need to be de-rustified. I could probably do it with the wire wheel and the drill in half an hour, but I don't want to. And besides, the method I'm about to use, that being electrolysis, will do it better and more complete. This I've used before. Used to be a saw. It's a sacrificial anode. I will put, I think it's the positive lead on this one. I always have to remember and do some research. And the negative lead on here. And I've got these all wired together. I have an old headlight bucket, and then the two hinges here and then here. And I'm going to add a couple gallons of water and soda water, God dang it, water and soda, also known as borax, okay, as an electrolyte. And over time, rust will come off of here and onto here. So, stand by. And I'll let this go for an hour, 2, 3, 4. Most people use a 10 amp setting. I'm doing it on the 50. I've got an open garage, so I'm not worried about any off-gassing. And you can see that within the past 10 minutes, I think it's been, I've got some movement in the water. That's off-gassing. I believe it's hydrogen, but don't quote me on that. And you can see where I've developed some foam. The water is moving because of the electrolytic process, and not because it's hot or anything. I use lukewarm water, and it's already cooled down. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. I'll do a couple more videos here in a little while to see how it's going. Maybe at the end, and that we're all rust-free and yada yada yada. Okay, let's see what we got here. I've been running this for about 24 hours. Today is Sunday. Unplugged. Oh, I zoomed in. Big time. Anyway. You can kind of see, maybe you can't, but, oh wow. I'm even more interested, actually. Okay, all that will scrape down. The rest that was there, it's all gone. The paint is gone. Holy cow. In the meantime, what I'll do is take this off, take all the wiring off, rinse this off, wire brush them down, and then prime them. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. I'm gonna let it go for another couple hours, and let it continue. So the electrons are going onto it and blasting off, being drawn toward that sacrificial piece of metal. Let's pause this a sec, take that out and see how it looks. Dang. Holy goodness, god dang, dang. Yeah, so that'll be a combination of rust and paint that's being blasted onto that thing. Not bad. Alright, well, I'm going to let this thing soak a little bit more. Blast a little bit more, and then, yeah. Wow.